So you all make it back up from the basement after assigning Saf to guard the lower entrance to the city. You all make it back to the lobby of the mayor's manor and lock the door behind you, Kronk specifically. As you make it there, Buford notices and eyes a new piece of furniture in the lobby. It seems to be a new vending machine. He gets very excited and I would say skips over to it with not a care in the world nor a worry. He punches in his selected number to get some lovely sweet rolls, only for the packaging to get stuck. He starts to shake it back and forth, hitting it harder and harder each time. But the angrier he gets, the more violent he gets, and the less damage seems to be taken by the machine and more by him, until eventually it starts to tilt, and then down it comes, crushing Buford in front of everyone, blood splattering, head popped like a gusher. How do you guys react to this?
Quick, catch that soul.
I don't know how to heal.
What a mess.
Hold on, do I have lay on hands?
I think he's actually. Can you heal now, Kronk?
I don't think you can heal.
Unless you
splattered
can,
brain.
yeah, unless you can reconstitute his entire head that has been crushed flat.
I don't think you have revivify.
I got cure wounds. That
You-
should do it.
You literally just
No.
have two arms of the half-orc Buford on each side of the vending machine and his feet at the bottom. Everything
Where-
else seems to be paste.
I look at
You
both
could
of them
always
like,
move it and find out, but like, yeah.
unless one of you is a necromancer, I don't think we can help him. And this is how many times he's died. I don't know how to react anymore.
Julio just starts looking through his spell book real quick.
Maybe now this kid can rest.
Maybe he just needs a longer nap time than usual. I don't know.
I can't bring him back, but I can talk with him.
Are you sure you
Oh wait,
want
no, I can bring him back. I lied. It would take me a little bit, but I could do it.
Are you sure you
Well,
want to though?
I
He wouldn't
will
really
hop up.
be him anymore if I brought him back, though.
Would he be useful?
Maybe. I don't know if the
There's a meat
townspeople would be
shield.
favorable about that, though.
I feel like that's a no. I feel like that would be a big no.
So that
Yeah.
tells me we should do it.
I
The
mean,
last time we listened to you, you ended up dead how many times?
I like lean over to Kronk real quick. You still owe me 300 gold. I don't care if he's dead.
I know. It was in the moment, and you made the thing happen. So yeah, it's agreed upon. You did what you were supposed to do. Just because his ass is dead now, does not change that at all.
Ooh. You said his arms are like on the outside, the rest of him's paste.
I look over at
As far as you can tell, all that you can see outside of the blood splatter is, yes, from like right at the elbow past, and then just the last half of his like shin and feet.
Does he have bracers on?
No, he did not.
Okay.
I'd like to bring
He
up
had
the
a kilt.
directory of the nearest priest for last rites.
Okay, but
You could guess pretty solidly that there might be someone at the temple that does death rites.
mm,
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna turn into a badger. You guys are gonna start getting the pieces together. I'm gonna go out and dig a hole, and we're put them in it.
I mean, I feel like we need to at least get a box first, but
Well, you go upstairs and find a shoebox and put everything you can in there.
Just the arms are a bit bigger than a shoebox,
Well,
bud.
then we'll set the arms next to the box. The arms will cradle the box.
All right,
I
so here's
proceed
the
to
real.
look for a box.
So
big
hold
enough
on.
for the pieces.
Just all right. So let's assume we go with your plan. So let's walk through this real quick. We
Can
take
I
the
roll to see if I
shoebox
find a box?
with arms on top of it or next to it, and we just
No,
walk
under it.
up under it. Okay, still, and then we walk up to the gate where Pike and Put go, "Hey, what's going on? How's Buford?" And we just have his arms and a shoebox in our hands,
Yeah, that sounds
and we're
about
the
right.
and we're
First
the
off,
new guy.
you're not gonna be surprised. Either he or I died again. It's just it is what it is at this point. So,
I feel like they might have a bed going.
Okay. Alternate thought. We throw the bits downstairs for Saf.
I mean, I feel like it's getting cold, so if we're gonna do that, we need to act fast.
It's literally 2 steps from us.
Fall down the hole, I guess.
I need at least his foot.
I was about to say, you just have to go back down the stairs.
Yeah, we can throw. Yeah, we could just throw it all down the stairs. But I at least need like one of his bones, and no questions to be asked.
Prone,
Hold
give
on.
me a. Actually, I just need to look at your sheet.
Would I have an inkling as to what he's using this for? I'm not gonna ask, but I just want to know.
What do you mean? He straight up just was like, let's just throw the pieces to Saf.
Oh no, I said I wanted a bone.
Oh,
He said he wanted a bone. But I have an inkling from history check.
I mean, you see him take a bone if he just tries to take a bone. There's not many bones to take.
he pulls it out of the arm.
He takes an arm bone.
I'm just gonna grind it in the dust, so it's fine. Don't worry about it.
But I'll say, if y'all don't care, y'all don't care, type of thing.
I really don't care. I'm just gonna.
And like, I don't know what he would be doing with it, so like, as far as you know, he's just collecting bones.
Well, I didn't know if grunge mythos had anything about taking bones.
I think the grunge with their, I would say in this world they're very similar to the classic samurai, to where they would respect the ways of magic and the practitioners, but their funerals would be more militaristic and Viking-esque. As you are an amphibian and the swamp is a part of you, you could actually, I think it would be canon that grunge have swamp graves, so they get staked down to the bottom of the swamp and become one with it.
That or get fed to a swamp creature.
Yes, it depends on whether you want to go back to the planet itself, the swamp itself, or the creatures within the swamp, because cannibalism also isn't out of the question for grunge.
Mm-hmm.
So
But I just need a bone, which isn't really edible, and the rest of it we'd be giving to Saf. So
Yeah, no, I don't really care. I'm just curious what he's going to be doing with the bone.
Do you think
I'm not
Saf
going to ask, though.
actually going to appreciate this?
yeah, you could presume that it's for some type of rite or
Ritual
magic,
or something.
yeah, something of that nature.
Okay, I just shrug. I'm going to go down the hole and call for Saf.
Oh shit! Not again.
I don't know if you would get any
I once
response
again
from the
look
top
over.
of the stairs.
Don't
I
go
said I'm
down.
going
Let him
down.
handle this.
I said I went down
Hey,
into the hole
first
and
off,
called for
I'm telling
Saf,
you guys.
so I'm at the
it's
bottom of the
easier
stairs.
if we go out, we dig a hole, and we just do this real quick.
That involves a lot of
Do you think
questions. If we just
Saf's
throw
really going to want to eat him?
No one else goes down there. We made the deal with Saf that we're locking the place off, so it doesn't matter if he's eaten or not. No one goes down there.
Request food.
And food was requested.
We're asking first before we're just shoving it in.
All
Seth's
right,
face.
that's fair. All right.
Saf has told
You
us
do.
that they would eat us on multiple occasions.
I think as you
Oh.
all talk about this, Kronk, you would notice that there is a dumbwaiter behind the receptionist desk, but you don't know where it might go. It might
Ooh.
go to your room, it might go down to the basement, it could go to any of the...
I'm already at the bottom
Rooms.
of the stairs. You two have been yapping back there for too long.
No, that's fine.
All right.
Kronk does not want to go down those stairs. I can tell you that from
Nope.
without having to be Kronk.
I
That's
saw
more
that
of
you
what
two
I was
were
waiting for, is that you
bickering, so I
actually
just went.
split.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, I just went down the stairs. I left them to do whatever they were doing.
As you enter the basement, the multiple braziers light up in their blue flames, but you don't see anything but shadows and darkness.
So Kronk, can you strip the flesh off this bone for me real quick?
Y'all aren't here.
I
I'm
got you.
talking to him. Thanks.
Oh, Seth, I've got a quick question.
You just hear from many echoes. You aren't really sure where, but... Oh, it's the frog. What does he want? To play?
Not yet. One of ours currently dying individuals died again. I was wondering if you wanted a snack. I figured I'd ask before I just throw it outside and bury it.
Who?
Buford. He had a accident with a vending machine, so he's kind of mushed up, but his arms are intact, so it's kind of a
Leave
paste.
him by the stairs. We'll get him.
Okay. Figure I'd give you an option. I'll leave him by the stairs for you. And I
Thank
proceed back up the
you.
stairs.
Be way less questions.
As I'm skinning the meat off of this bone,
Thank you.
I'd like to look at Tulio and go, so, you're gonna tell me, right?
Oh, it's for a spell component.
No. All right. Grab another one then.
How
Oh,
long
it doesn't
till I
go
get to
away.
the
I
top
just
of the
need. I
stairs?
literally just need like bone dust,
It
and
takes
like
like
one
a
bone will
solid
give
5
me.
minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, but one bone will give me plenty for like years. Honestly,
All right, that'll work.
I love spells that don't consume the components.
But yes, about this point, as you finish grinding the bone into a fine powder, Oog would return from the basement.
Bone dust added to inventory.
Saf would like the remains to be left by the stairs.
Told ya.
Well, hey. All right.
Once again, reflavoring.
You guys take
nudge.
care of that because I am. Nope.
Well, find me a shovel at least. Be helpful.
All right. I'd like to open up my little overview screen to see if there's a shovel anywhere in the manor.
You would see one in the utility closet.
All right. I'm gonna go to the utility closet, grab that shovel, come back, and toss it at Oog.
Catch it.
Jar of bone dust and notes
And
made of Buford.
proceed to shovel it to next to the stairs. Trying to make a nice, neat pile.
I like that I now have
So-
an ink well of Oog shit and a jar of Buford's bone dust.
Mm-hmm.
Still a
So,
bit
are
concerning,
you...
but whatever.
Again, there's only really 2 feet and 2 forearms and hands. One's kind of very limp at this point. Are you just like putting them on the shovel? Because they could all fit on the head and be carried down.
I'd rather not
Yeah.
get his blood on my hands.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You like scoop them both up with the shovel. And then, yeah, carry it down and leave it by the door at the bottom of the stairs.
Yep.
Okay. What
The
would...
next person we meet, I'm something of an adventurer myself,
So, what is Kronk and Tulio doing while this happens?
Where?
Because it'll take them another, 10 minutes round trip.
It'll probably take me
Yeah, a little
about that
bit
long
more.
to grind up the bone.
You want to lift up this vending machine?
We can try, but strength is not my friend.
It's not mine either.
All right. So, do you want to make so? Are we gonna make fools out of ourselves, or do we?
I mean, is it really making fools out of ourselves?
Do they shit themselves trying to lift the thing? That is the question.
Oh,
Both of you give me a strength check if you're trying to lift the vending machine.
Like, I couldn't lift it. I just.
And you aren't taking the whole weight of the vending machine. It is still you could just tilt it up and back where it was.
Technically, I could just wizard my way out of this, but that's a high-level spell. And I don't want to use it right now.
For
Come
this.
Yes. Yeah. All right, let's do this. Let's see if we can roll good.
Beat a DC. Actually, I won't tell you because it's different for both of you technically.
This is not going to be fun. I have a -2 to strength.
Yeah, I got a -4. I don't want to hear it.
Oh boy.
I got a 2.
I got a 15.
So,
Look.
I think first Tulio would go for it as you both argue about who's the weaker person. And
This is very important arguments that we have.
I think almost out of spite, Tulio doesn't seem to budge the machine. But Kronk, whenever you step up to lift it, it's like maybe 5 pounds.
I'm just as strong as I used to be. Nah, I'm not. I'm not gonna try that shit again. That was a one go today. Oh. Alright.
I will
Now then.
definitely say there is some conveniency magic helping you as you do so, as you are administration. And this is within the administration building. Tulio is just the librarian. He might get extra help in the library or studying or researching or stuff of that nature. But these buffs are only available within the mayor manor or other things within Cape Copper as a part of the conveniency magic. If you couldn't tell by now, I'm trying to allude that a very powerful mage made this city for something specific.
Yeah.
But I think this would also be a day of a new shipment of adventurers from the mainland. There
I think
would
our
have
secretary
been,
would get alerted about that.
well, they actually, let's do it this way. Connor, as you make it back to the receptionist's desk, you see 2 letters just neatly in front of you on the little it's not a desktop keyboard mat, but the old same thing. I
Right.
feel for paper and shit. Same thing, leather mat with whatnot, but you have 2 letters, one with a crimson seal and one with a golden seal.
I'm gonna go with the Crimson Seal.
The crimson seal is from the mainland. They ended up contacting you in this way because they could not get an answer on the Waystone, either from Cape Copper or Wellspring. They wanted to send notice ahead of time that the boat that was intended for Wellspring, with them no longer having contact, has been redirected to Cape Copper. So you can expect that boat today. because it would have been an extra 2 weeks to make it down to Wellspring from where the like shipping lines would be.
Well, shit.
So as the ones running this town, it might be a good idea to maybe go say hi to the new people, introduce them, tell them what's up. But you still have another note there. Or letter.
Julio, you want to do something funny?
Depends. What?
Do you have gaseous form?
Hey. Looking through my book. Hold on.
If you do, you want to go
Literally,
scare the new kids?
I'm just flipping through my book real quick. Yes, I do.
Want to
Sure.
go scare the shit out of the new kids?
Are we gonna ask them if they want to see a dead body and then shove them
Yes.
downstairs?
Yes.
I look at them both. No.
This is just
I would
giving me
not be a part of
flashbacks
this.
of like early multiplayer servers.
It really does.
So,
I open up the gold one now.
It is a letter from the Erwin. It is a contract for the slimy sleuths to be delivered to their city to answer for crimes of abuse and causing turmoil to the Golden Oaks and its territory.
Hey, boys. You
You
want to
can
go and make some
see
dead body?
that they are very formal and very courteous to Cusco. But you can definitely tell with how indented the paper is of how much they want the slimy sleuths delivered to their custody to answer for their crimes. And
what's their bounty? How much?
it doesn't
worth?
have any bounty per se. It just says proper compensation for any troubles they may deal with.
I want to know how much we're worth.
You have to
Send-
remember, who says the Edwin even have monetary systems of that of the mainland?
Well, yeah, but like, I need money. And also, being able to tell someone that I'm worth a lot of money.
Well,
Bragging rights.
I mean, you still have a bounty. You can technically add whatever reward you wanted if
Oh,
nobody else
true.
ever has seen this bounty. But you also are not aware of this, Tulio. Only Chrome.
I know.
So, Julio, we got kind of a problem. The,
A fine problem.
Only one?
well, multiple, but our newest problem is the Edwin have decided they want us.
Am I in
Is this
earshot of this bullshit?
new information?
Well, originally, no. But they did send a thing to Cusco.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the letter. I toss it over to him.
Ooh, you would be showing back up right as he tosses the letter.
Okay.
So, the only thing I can figure is for us to get out of this is we go down, we meet the new kids, we scare the shit out of them, and then we take them with us to whoop ass.
So, alternate proposal. You know how we're like the government here, right?
I would send them. Take an even better idea.
Yeah, I agree.
That's so boring. What? Why are
Listen, we
sending
make the
them again?
rules, and we don't have to pay them if they don't come back.
Again, why are we sending them?
Oh, yeah, here's the letter.
I read the letter.
We are wanted
let's-
now.
Let's just go. Sounds like a good time.
Alright, we'll send Oog with them.
Oog, I might need to, like, remind you that the Arrowin are the people that we've been, like, mercilessly slaughtering every time we traipse outside of, civilization.
And so what?
I don't think they want us for a party.
Party, murder. What's the difference?
See, I need to go there eventually. But if we can soften them up by sending a bunch of like disposables at them.
So what
Hey.
you're saying is you're weak, is what I'm hearing.
You know
Tulio,
what I'm saying? As a general, you should appreciate battle tactics. Are you aware of Sun Tzu?
Poison is all I'm gonna say. Everyone dies to poison.
You've tried to poison these things before and they did not care.
That's fair. Just means I
Alright.
need to find a different poison.
hey Tulio, quick question on a different subject. What would you consider pure soul?
Pure soul?
Yeah.
Define pure?
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, good luck
Okay.
with that one. Sounds like you need to go
Who
to a
more
convent.
here's a better whose idea of a pure soul?
That's a very good question.
Okay, I give him the rundown because it is way too much.
So he informs you that the only reason that he was revived and came back was because he made a deal with some small, red-skinned, horned girl. That within... fuck. Trying to remember the exact wording. Was the time frame a year?
Yeah, a year.
Yeah, 1 year to get 12 pure souls and relinquish them, turn them over, give them to
Wait, you don't
this
have a copy?
individual.
So you have a year.
Well, yeah. But
And you made this deal like a couple days ago.
Yeah, it's been like 3 days since that incident.
well, yeah.
Okay. So,
I'm just saying, if I can go and knock all these souls off at once and deliver, I mean, right there.
what
I
I'm
just
hearing
need-
is that you need a long con.
Oh, wait. I just remembered part of the clause was that he has to raise them.
Okay, so like I was saying, the long con is what it sounds like you're going to need to do. So, here would be my recommendation. We get new adventurers how often? Mr. Secretary?
Well, about every, what?
6 months with
6
the
months.
disappearance of Wellspring per the official documents. And I think both you and the librarian would be able to pull open those screens. And the mayor, honestly, would be able to, like, see it all, but he doesn't necessarily have his screen up.
Alright, so here's the idea. You need to start a fake religion.
Alright.
You
We'll
get new
worship-
converts.
I'll have
shipped
them
in.
worship you. I will be a priest. We got
No.
this.
No,
Nope. You're bringing
one is
I gotta
worshiping
bring
me.
you in.
no one is worshipping me.
You can float too.
Nope. Nope.
But
Listen.
can we all float?
Listen, if you make it something tangible, then someone is going to prove you wrong in front of everyone, and then you're fucked.
How
now
can
listen,
you believe when
you've
you're
got
proven
half
wrong?
a year, so every half year, you get more people. If you can manage to get this new group, be like, yo, this is the town religion, we all follow this. If you manage to gaslight the fuck out of them, you can get them into this. Some of them might pair up. They have kids. They're born into the religion. It is the highest honor to be sacrificed to the god.
You're talking 6 months from now, and then a 9-month gestation period. You jackass. That is
I'm
way over my time limit.
We're getting new people today, and you have a year. So we have another 6 months to get even more people, and for the people that are showing up today to pair off.
I gotta start this shit now. That's what you're telling me.
Yes.
All right, quick. Give me a bird god or some shit.
And you would know, both of you would know that this new schedule of every 6 months is literally starting today.
Okay, so make it something super abstract. Make it like a god of dreams or something.
As Kronk
So,
looks around for his
As
pen
he
and
says
paper.
that, I need you both to give me a religion check.
oh hell yes, I love religion. Actually, I have quite a good.
hell
Tulio's experiences made it to where whenever he became a wizard, he took a proficiency in
And-
religion.
Yeah, I was about to say, as long as
That's
you don't...
not 20 plus 9, so that's 29, baby.
19.
So
Not as good
yes,
as you, but I'm
immediately
good.
as Tulio says, maybe a dream god of some nature, both of you just stare at each other as you both know that one of the higher deities of the dream realms is Lunalos. And if you even tried to mention that, you know her eye is staring right at both of you like, what you say? Say it again. Say it again.
Yeah. I don't
Did
think
you
that's a great
summon?
idea.
Something, I said like, something
And yeah, Oog
abstract.
just sees you two staring at each other with the whitest blank faces ever. Just like, that's an awful idea.
That's an awful idea.
You've been dabbling in stupid shit again.
What?
No, I'm onto something. I said like dream, something
That's true.
abstract.
How about like a wolf god or some shit like that?
You're
I
not
think
that
that's a
lucky.
little too on like physical.
You could always try and pass off Saf as a greater deity rather than a minor. Because only you guys are aware he's down there currently. Maybe... I would give you two the logical conclusion that Pike and Perp might know.
I was gonna say probably perk, but
But
From what I-
you don't know
from,
for sure.
from recovering from a typo, I'm pretty sure it's perk that would know.
Well,
was
it
a
is
typo in
Pike
this
and
ledger.
Perp. That is the
Yeah.
guards' names.
Yeah.
But the other thing was Perkle.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said recovering from this
Okay.
typo in the
Yeah.
ledger.
Which, honestly, you would be the only one that saw that to begin with, outside of Kronk, which I don't think he remembers anyway. Nor would he.
Yeah.
Unless he wants to give me a history check right now. Beat a 10. Because it was literally within the last 12 hours in game.
Mhm.
But
17.
you would remember that most of the funds of the town, you remember, I think, purple is where it was going to, whereas the typo that has just been corrected, even on your like screen, it's Purkle, P-U-R-K-L-E.
Oh.
Yeah, see, I was looking in this and there was like an ink blot right there. And like it turned that K into a P, so we thought it was purple.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes a lot more sense. Not really, but still.
Not really, but like, okay, bet.
Okay.
Alright.
Here,
As long as
I'll
there's someone
draw the
who's
line
here.
for you. And I need like something that lets me fucking summon up a goddamn like string board. Is there a spell that lets me summon a string board? I want a string board in the library. Follow me. Go to the library. I'm making
I
a
think
string
you would
board.
get in there and you would see a classic, like, on wheels cork board that you could pin
Perfect.
things to.
In the center of it, I just write. I pull like summon up my quill that never runs out of ink.
Mm-hmm.
I just start using my pieces of paper. In the center, it says Perkle. I'm like, okay, so look.
Alright.
I kind of want you to do this in, like, MS Paint.
I draw like a line in between Perkle.
Just like, let me try something.
So see perk, Right there. Perk. All.
Right.
Pike and Perk. Perk. So, between the two of them, Perkle.
Oh, alright. Someone just fucked up the names. Okay.
Or they're putting them together to throw people off the track. You gotta remember that it took me like a good hour or so to crack the fact that this was coded.
Well, you aren't as smart as you once were.
I'm actually about as smart as I used to be, I'm just less personable.
Ah. Really? You don't say.
Yeah.
You don't sleep in a weird ass cocoon anymore.
Yeah, I lost that, unfortunately.
I miss it. And my
Yeah,
goddamn
same.
heart. I want to kill Grisbo.
I actually...
Grisbo! You just hear in the back of your mind.
So, I might know how to get...
Does that
things
help
back.
Kronk? Is that what you're thinking, Tulio?
I need to watch the stream. Yep. That's exactly what I did. just spelling this out for Kronk. Just right there. See? Hup.
Right.
Oh,
Alright.
kill. It's right there. Pretty sure.
I get it now.
Okay. But, so, you told me what happened when you died. So when I died, I talked to someone you're familiar with.
Oh shit.
I talked to Squeakum.
He's pissed at me, ain't he?
He didn't say anything about you, so probably.
Eh. That sounds about right.
So, I got freed of my previous contract. Now I have to do a different thing. I'm gonna pull out this compass. I've got to follow this, get the thing, and then give it to Squeakum.
So as he
Alright.
pulls it out, a small golden compass with a flip top, almost like a pocket watch, with an embroidered squirrel on the outside. Do you open it?
Mm-hmm.
As he opens it, you just see this small mechanical squirrel pop up and then start to grow, and it transforms into... Well, how do you do? You summoned me?
Abercrombie. This is the best compass ever.
Well, of course.
Shit.
Yeah, see, this just proves my story, actually.
And
All
so,
right.
yeah, you just have a slowly growing Abercrombie just balancing on the tip of this golden compass into like a ballet pose.
Abercrombie, I'm supposed to find something for the big man.
Oh, yes, it is that way. And he literally just points you in a direction.
Since I have the compass, what direction is he pointing?
Currently to the front gate.
Front gate? Is that like a... Front gate in Cape Copper leads to the east? Is
It
that
heads
correct?
to the west, actually.
West? Okay. I had
It is on the
backwards. Okay.
east coast of Canada.
Okay.
Wellspring is on the south coast.
We need to go west. Alright, so we need to go west. We need to leave the city anyways, so we can make money. So the things we need to focus on. Greeting the newcomers. We should probably send Oog for that. I'm not sure how personable he's feeling today, but...
I want to go down to
definitely
greet
fuck
the
that up.
newcomers.
But he should go with us. To watch you scare the shit out of the new kids.
Okay, if we're trying to start a religion, you probably shouldn't scare the shit out of them.
Damn.
Just
Yeah.
saying. It's that whole, it's that old, oh, what's it called? Saying, the whole you catch more flies with, like, dia honey than with scaring the shit out of people with gaseous form, I think is the saying.
I guess. Yeah. That sounds about right.
So
Give
be
me a
nice to them.
deception check. I just want to see how much he believes this, because he believes
Oh,
it.
not at all. Not at all. I rolled a 3, and my deception is nowhere what it used to be. Hold on. Deception. It is a 6.
So, like, yeah, essentially how you responded was appropriate.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to sound like I've read a lot of books, basically.
You sounded like a dumbass.
But he comes across almost like that manic friend that dove too deep in the
Self-help
conspiracy
section of
theories and self-help books. Only the two, nothing else, for like a solid month. And he's just now coming out of the cave.
which is about accurate.
How? He's such a good boy.
Well,
He tries
Only
so
one of you knew about Lunalos, like, actually. And now you're God. So...
Well, I guess let's grab a hook and go down the guys.
Okay, but before you do that, you should probably workshop this whole religion idea and try to pass yourself off as a priest.
But say,
I hope-
what are y'all wearing?
I am wearing my Don Flamingo pink-ass fucking robe, thank you very much.
Uh-huh. But would you like to remind Kronk what he's wearing?
Also a fluffy-ass robe.
A more sheer version of the fluffy robe. You don't have the big floofy. You just have like very sheer silk with gold, like thread every
I
500
already look
threads.
like I'm in a priest outfit then.
A very flamboyant, bright priest. But yeah, they are robes. They're silky and shiny. You just don't have anything
Oh.
else.
I got a crazy idea. We could pass Saf off and do that. I don't think Saf would mind the little extra attention.
Okay, so here's what you're gonna have to do with that one. Number one, you'll solve our having to feed Saf problem by making it to whenever they offer things, just they offer goats and cows and just sort of... We're gonna have to, like... You're gonna take the someone is going to take the offerings, like your altar boy or something, and, like, throw them downstairs.
You three all get a notification on your hubs.
I click it.
You see the map is updating. You can now see Saf's ping on the basement. You don't know what's changed, but you can assume that he's become a proper ally.
Well,
We gotta get more food for Seth, apparently.
that just solves that problem right there.
Now,
Give me wisdom checks.
Yep. Straight. Well, that's oh, I didn't hit the floor. It's on the desk. I'm gonna take a picture. It is on the desk.
I was about to
It did not
say,
hit the floor.
show me what's
Yep.
not floor.
I'm swapping over to Discord on my phone. I have not touched a thing. Hold on. It's loading. I'm continuing to talk. Gotta move over to the correct chat. Natalie says I'm now in on, so that is why the sound quality is shit.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
The not
Oh,
fallen on the floor.
oh, I'll take it. What is it?
An
18? Okay, I'll take it.
Plus wisdom would be +3. So 21. And I'm swapping back to a better sound quality.
Bet. Thank you.
And I'm back.
I will send each of you what you know. Kronk, what did you get?
Didn't fall.
13.
Okay, Oog.
Wisdom, right?
Yeah.
That'd be 21.
Okay, beautiful. Kronk, you don't know shit.
I like what I know.
Let me get over.
Well, were you using Wiz perception or?
Just wisdom.
Just
straight
wisdom,
wisdom.
flat. So, for you, that would be +4.
Okay, then 15.
Okay. Yeah, you aren't sure what this means either then.
That's fine.
But yes, you both, I would say Kronk and Oog, both notice a smug look on Tulio's face that he can't quite hide as well as he
Nope.
used to, so he isn't quite paying attention as much to his facial tensions.
All right, Bud
So-
Julio, what do you know?
Alright, so we've solved a problem, is what I know.
I feel like there's a but there.
Actually, no. For once, there's not. The but is that Kronk owes me money.
Well,
Oh yeah,
feel
there
like
was
that's
agreed
always the-
upon.
I feel like that was a beside the factor.
Yep,
I feel like you
definitely.
keep bringing up something that's been agreed upon several times just to remind me that I owe you money.
I look
Well,
over.
let's
at
just say
Julio
it
and be like,
really took hold.
Oh, okay. I think I see what you're saying now.
I'm bringing it up because new information has appeared. I'm quite happy about the fact that I'm going to be rich at some point. Anyways, we've got to go meet some people. We've got Saf as the deity. You need to figure out how to spin that towards your benefit. Let's go say hi.
Let's do this.
So we're gonna go say hi.
So you're gonna go downstairs?
More we're gonna go out to the docks.
Oh, okay, you're gonna go say hi to the newcomers.
Yeah.
So it is midday. I would say about 1:32-ish by now. You've had a rather squishy morning. And you're just gonna leave that there in the lobby?
Oh,
We threw
oops,
it downstairs.
it lifted the machine up, right? So I would have continued cleaning it up.
Okay, that's fair. I didn't know you were doing that. Fair. Sounds good.
Yeah, no,
So
I
is
didn't go
it-
upstairs with them, so
Yeah. So just Kronk and Tulio heading down to the docks?
Yes.
I would have headed down to the docks once I was done.
Yeah,
Feeding,
you would be right
offering
there behind them
stuff the shit
because
Steph.
I think, yeah, you would have been able to find a mop bucket to clean up the majority of it pretty quickly. With your previous military training, you know how to clean.
And
Especially blood.
Especially because you're slime. That's a bit more annoying than blood, I would say. Especially of certain species. Maybe not Oog blood, but like other species.
or to interact with it.
Or yes.
Since you're the secretary, you should probably go say hi. I need to go stop by Tens real quick.
There, of course. I've got this.
I'll say technically the librarian I don't think would have any greeting responsibilities.
Also, I need a floppy hat.
Oh,
Like
so
a big one. I want a hat.
Oh, okay. Wait. Let's go see if we can find a hat.
You do your thing. I'll go get a hat. 10 probably has one.
Wish me luck.
Good luck, bud. And I just turn and walk away.
I keep on continuing down.
Beautiful. So we are going to cut
Just in
and
your head.
follow.
I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you.
We're gonna follow Tulio first to 10 Retinies. As you approach and enter the tent, you have a very short, like 2 steps to the table. Ten's just sitting there, lifts a tentacle, waves with a single, like, yeah, tentacle, honestly.
Mhm. Hey, Ted. I realized that, like, my outfit was really missing something. I need, like, a wide-brimmed hat.
He raises one tentacle, digit, whatever you want to call it at that point. I'm trying to find the perfect hat. Give me a second. I found it.
I'm enjoying the puppy show.
So yeah, he raises one tentacle for payment.
Yep, no problem.
Okay, that's
Reduce
saving us a JPEG.
gold.
Wonderful. You're throwing him 1 gold?
Yep.
And this is even better. This is perfect. You get this hat. Where the fuck did it go?
And has disappeared into the ether.
Literally. Oh, it just
Well,
went to
both
my
of that.
downloads instead of my pictures like it should have. There we go. You get this hat.
That'll work.
It poofs into existence above your head and falls down perfectly. The pink,
Perfect.
it's not quite that pink, but it is like that style to where it has like a deep velvet red band with white flowers on the border, but the pink matches your fluffy robe perfectly.
That'll work. Thank you, Ted.
He smiles and waves you goodbye.
I'm gonna go catch back up to Kronk.
So, Kronk. As
Yep.
you split off from Tulio with his barren head and head over to what you can only assume is the newest ship, you don't see any gangplank, you don't even see very many people. You just see a large ship floating at the dock.
Well, this is an ominous shit. It's just sitting there.
Yeah, it's just chilling there. You don't even see very many people on deck. It just seems to be a few people like swabbing the deck, general maintenance and cleaning.
I yell up, "Hey, is this the ship with the new arrivals?"
You hear from a bodiless entity. What? No! We are a fishing vessel. New arrivals, huh?
All right. I guess I keep on looking for.
You found the Monty Python.
Give me a wisdom check.
Please don't be shit. Oh, thank the gods. 19.
You can start to assume that the ship of new arrivals has not even arrived yet. You were just told it was going to arrive today. You don't know what time.
All right. I find an area and I take a seat.
You see, like, a very worn, like, salted wooden bench just against a copper wall.
Oh, with these threads? No way in hell.
Okay.
I'll just lean up against the wall.
I'll say the wall is, like, immaculately clean. It's a mirror of copper. Most of the city and base format of everything here. Very
Yeah,
clean,
just
very copper.
lean up against the wall and chill. Wait for it.
Why do I feel like you're like checking yourself out in the wall and or having a conversation with your reflection?
Because Kronk used to look really good. Now, we don't look so good, buddy, do we? No, we don't.
And this is when Tulio catches back up with his new schwanky hat.
I just hear him talking to himself. I hand him a croissant. Yeah, me too, bud.
He hands you a somehow still freshly warm croissant from his pocket. As you can clearly see, as the wall is a mirror.
You're definitely gonna be the croissant priest. Thank you.
I don't think that's an actual thing.
It is now.
Missing my croissants by one.
It is when we were making up a religion.
Why not croissant religion?
Because
Sacrifice
makes-
yourself to the great croissant.
I can't just keep making croissants. I bought these, okay?
Oh, well. Shit.
This isn't magic. I just bought like 12 croissants and I have some more.
Oh,
That makes too much sense.
okay. So you're telling me you can just carry around a shitload of croissants?
I mean, I got pockets. I got like, hold on, just starts digging through my pockets. Hold on. I think I got like 3 more croissants in here.
Damn.
Yep, 3. I just pull out 3 croissants. I grab one in my hand and start eating it. I have 2 croissants left.
Well. Damn. I thought that was magic.
Yeah, no, not everything I do is magic, just a lot of it. Oh, anyways, I gotta do some magic real quick. Hold on.
Alright.
So while he's waiting, I'm gonna take 11 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. I thought I gave some to Saf, remember? That's why I have less.
But did you give Saf that many?
I handed out croissants to the other party members
Ooh, yeah.
to give
Oh
to,
yeah,
to give to Saf.
yeah, that's right. That's the only reason that you kind of.
That's why I
survived
have
that.
2.
Yeah.
That's why I have 2 now.
Okay, okay. Loki, I
croissants
thought
have
you
been
were
used
straight
wisely.
up trying to trick him, and then be all like later pull out another croissant, and he's like, "You are fucking magic." That would have been hilarious.
If I go buy more croissants, it has the same thing. But so I'm gonna attempt something, and we're gonna see how God says that this works. Over the next 11 minutes, I want to cast Identify on my earring that I have to see if it has any special properties.
Remind me.
The earring is something that I got. It's the golden flower earring of Squeakum that has a sapphire in it.
Oh yeah.
And Identify lets me choose one object that I must touch throughout the casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic-imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it requires attunement to use and how many charges it has. Basically, I learn if it is a magic item and what it does if it is.
Yeah, you can 100% do that.
Cool. I'm gonna do that to the earring over the next 11 minutes while Kronk's just chilling here looking at his reflection and eating a croissant.
Yeah. So Kronk,
It's like
please.
being remember all of my old muscles and shit.
So like just doing like half-ass like flexes and then realizing you can't, and then you're like, oh, oh.
And just in the mirror, you just see two going, humana, 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 holding a fucking earring.
We definitely look like people
God
should
damn
be
it.
following a religion.
So you learned that this earring is a communications device that directly communicates with Abercrombie.
Ooh.
So whereas he is an entity connected to your compass, he is still his own physical entity that could go out and fulfill requests. But this way you could always have communication rather than a chance of calling out and getting nothing back.
Okay. That is good information to know.
But yes, it's essentially a squeakum walkie-talkie.
All right.
But as far as you
Updating
can
my
tell, it's
notes.
only connected to Abercrombie. And probably Squeakum himself, but maybe not directly. Jaffiel.
Yep.
Kind of how it
I'm updating
deals
my
with
notes.
telepathy
Okay.
and the party.
That works for me. Me before I can do other things right now. Yeah. Alright, so that takes 11 minutes. Waiting is boring, Kronk.
I know. I didn't. To be honest, it didn't say what time they got here. I just assumed they'd be here more around time.
You could start dancing on the corner.
You could try. I mean, I'm not going to say only bards can perform and gain cash. I just won't say you have good chances of getting a lot.
Well,
You still get pity pennies.
I was about to say, you don't have the worst reputation in Cape Copper.
We can also take this time. Hold on. We can also take this time to figure out what the fuck you need for enchanting objects and shit like that. If we're sitting here. So what the fuck did you actually get whenever you died and came back?
well,
Like, you can turn into a badger now. I haven't seen you do that before.
oh well. I mean, yeah. Well, I can now make shit.
Define making things.
I can make things, just about anything. If we need a magical item, I can make it, and then we just need someone to enchant it. So I'm sure.
Give me a con save.
Uh, 20. Dirty 20.
You just hear a little girl's voice in the back of your head. Where do you think your schematics come from that pop into your head? How do you think your hands know how to connect those wires? When did you become an electrician?
I know things because people let me know things.
And he just said that too.
Well. Okay.
Just randomly got aggressively said that to you.
Just. So does this make any sense to you? And I just like open up a couple pages of the books from one of my books that has just. It's a book of arcane theory, so it's literally just a bunch of random gibberish about like how spells work. I'm assuming probably not.
I was about to say, it would be just as unfamiliar to him as any language he didn't understand. He's more of mechanical knowledge rather than the actual explanation of how things work. Think tinkering gremlin that can make things because his hands do things when he has the right things. He doesn't
Yeah,
I can
actually
make
know
things
how.
that kill things and protect us. This is
He's allowed
this-
to create a few
not a
things.
plan.
So if you were gonna make stuff, what do we need to get you?
Well,
What stuff can your hands make currently, since you don't know how to make them, but you learned how to make them and give it whatever? What do we need to get you?
well, I would need. Well, what do we want to make? Is I guess.
What can you make?
What do you want made?
Most any basic construct can be made. Anything of mass mechanical construct would take a much longer time to actually form. because depending on the complexity, he would either have to find the pieces or make the pieces himself, which includes foundry from essentially base ore to creation of machine.
All right.
But anything mechanical is in the ball game. Once we get to more things like gunpowder and like chemistry, it's hit or miss. If that helps.
Sort of. I'm trying to get an explanation in character as to what the fuck he can do and what he can make.
I know, I'm trying to explain this for him as well,
Yeah.
Well,
because I think this is your first time playing Artificer, correct?
yeah.
Yeah.
Son.
So for what you're trying to do right now, it would be base materials to make the item, and then once you have the item, you can enchant it. Or if you get the item, you can enchant them already. For what level you are.
So, pretty much how this is gonna go is, as long as I get all the base components of whatever we need made, we can work it from there and make it happen. So what do you
Okay,
want
but
made?
like, all right. So pretend I'm an idiot.
All right.
What kind
Alright,
of things
if you
can
want
you
a
make?
bag of holding mate, get me a goddamn bag.
I take off my hat. Can you do it to this?
Is that a bag?
You
I
can
can put my hand in it, and I shove my hand inside of the hat and pull it back out. I could put things in here. I'm gonna pull
but
out a
we
little
can't
bit of fur,
close it.
shove it into the hat, put the hat back on. It's holding things.
Can. Oh.
You can try.
Yo.
I'm not gonna say no.
Do I have a backpack on? Do I?
No.
No. Okay, yeah, no.
The only person that had a backpack was Oog.
I have a
Okay.
I have a
Let me make
component
it,
pouch,
let
and I
me
have
make
a hat.
it more. I can take.
I was about to say,
Oog's
Oog, you would
back-
definitely be showing up and seeing all of this.
I can take
A
Oog's
wonderful
backpack,
argument.
Right? Do I
I'm just gonna
notice
sit
it?
You don't
back.
know he's there yet.
Ooh, ooh,
Okay.
Can
So,
I look for
I
a corner
can
seat
take-
to watch this from a distance?
Oh yeah, you would see a bench like right out front of the baker's shop, and it's like far enough away that they definitely wouldn't notice you unless they looked for you.
Then I'm definitely gonna sit down and just enjoy the show.
Bet. He has
Alright.
like little tea tables. Think of like what they would have outside of French cafes.
So, I'll break it down for you, moron style, like you asked. So, I can take Oog's bag, and then we can enchant it. And then, boom, we've got a backpack of holding. Make sense now?
So you can't do it to my hat.
I cannot do it to your hat because it is not a bag. It has to be something that closes.
Closes the hat.
I hate
How do you close the hat? Is it a
I just-
drawstring?
No, I just take the two sides and just
I
push
can
it
just
together.
imagine you just folds it up like this.
I don't. Honestly, I will give this to you if you put a drawstring in it. That way you can like seal it
Or you have
without touching it.
little clips that hold it
Or
closed.
yeah, a clip thing.
It has
We
to
can
have, like,
add a string inside, like for decoration purposes, like on the ribbon that's up here. Like I'm just like,
Yeah, just like
Oh, you-
outside the hat.
yeah, just
Yeah.
like, look, we just run like a little string, tie like a nice like little deal at the front.
Little slip knot that's securing. Yeah. Give me a dex check. Give me a dex
Can
check.
you
for
even
this.
do this?
18 plus dexterity, 21.
Yeah, I'd say you make a beautiful knot that looks almost like a rose Windsor knot.
Okay.
So you can easily slide it, and wherever you put it, you can like twist the rose, and it'll lock in place.
So just, should I just do that? Show Kronk. Look, watch. Whoop! It's closed.
Drops
Whoop,
it on the deck.
And it's open.
Opens it. I would give that.
Oh, give that shit here. I'd take it from.
I mean, it's still completely up to you. Don't let. I'm just.
Yeah, I'll take
saying.
it from.
I want to know if this works.
I will show you that this will not work on this hat.
So, what does it take to cast?
Okay.
I can look at your sheet too.
Yeah.
From what I know, it's an arcane infusion, which would probably be a long
it's
ritual.
Of
Yeah.
inventory. Yeah.
Because I have also not played an artificer, but they do fascinate me.
Yeah. I've
Artificer
always wanted to play
infusion.
one,
You
so I
have
figured this would be a good group to play with.
numerous magical inventions that rapidly create magic items, which infuse tell.
We do enjoy
magic,
going over
requires
details.
attunement, some infusions special, a minimum artificial level. Fusions, K. Chaotic
Oh,
inventor.
hey. Ty. Damn it.
So
God.
you have the ability to create the perfect tool for the job as one of your class features, so you can summon up a tool to however you see fit to enchant this. But I think you also need a battery source, so you can either request for divine help or have a physical magical item you can siphon, or a person that can aid in fueling in magical energy. The last one is rather frowned upon in social and normal society. But do you really think Tulio is from anything of normal society? This is up
Hey,
to
Tulio.
Kronk.
Julio, I know you can do some like crazy shit. I need you to power this thing while I'm working on it. And I will get you your bag.
Do I know that it's frowned upon in normal society?
Give me a history check.
Whether or not I care is
It's
a
completely
no.
different.
It's
but like,
definitely a no, but
Yeah.
History. Oh, I love history. History's
yeah,
good for me.
give
That's
me
an
a history check.
intelligence.
Because I don't think.
23.
You know what? Okay, that's good enough. I was gonna give you advantage, but that's good enough.
Oh, hey, real quick sidebar. Ty, you need to get the Dungeon Master's Guide. Alright, my bad. Just
You threw off my groove.
I'm
Normal
sorry,
society.
but I-
20,
Yes, 23. Yes,
Yeah.
23. So you would definitely remember from your birth home and blood relatives anything that someone would. It's essentially like a crackhead being like, "Hey, you got $20? I'm gonna go get water." Yeah. If someone was like, "Hey, you wanna lend me some magic energy for a spell?" Most people from where you're from would be trying to siphon your soul energy directly and not just your magical energy to either bind you and or try and make you a djinn. So this is something your family, birth blood family, would definitely frown upon and highly
So yeah, I'm fucking doing
discouraged.
it.
However, with your upbringing and this, how it was, you haven't divulged any of that, so I can't. Yeah, that's up to you, man. What you, how you feeling, Tulio?
This is more of a how much do I trust Kronk sort of question.
Yes.
Well,
I'm putting it on a scale of 1 to 10, and I'm letting the D10 decide.
I have not killed you yet.
That's a lie.
That you can prove.
The dice says
He's
5. The dice says 5, so
right
I'm
in the
right in the
middle.
middle.
So do you want to up it or down
it's
it?
technically for me. I asked him to do it. Sure.
That's say Kronk, he's the only one that knows who did it, so you have killed him once.
That's true. I completely forgot that I killed him. I killed everyone except Oog.
Oog slipped through.
But since this is for me, sure.
All right.
I was about to say, this is an item he intends to give back to you as well, so.
Yeah, and since I landed right in the middle on how much I trust Kronk right now, I'm like, all right, yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah, which is fair. So I'm gonna say this casting's gonna take about 30 minutes, and I'm going to need an Arcana check from
Oh.
Tulio, and also from Kronk.
Please
'Cause
keep
you're
rolling
both-
high.
Oh, I got proficiency in that. Good.
Beautiful.
I do as
That
well.
is good. Let me see what you guys gotta beat.
20.
So you guys have to beat a 16 DC check in Arcana.
Well,
I rolled a
that's
14, which makes it a 23.
I got an
Beautiful.
18 plus 7, which means a 25.
Beautiful. You both are able to successfully enchant this hat into a bag of holding. That within this whole process, you two almost form your own floating ley lines between both of you and the bag, with Kronk being almost the weaver of this web of pure magic energy into this hat.
Do I happen to notice
Hat
all
bag.
this going on?
Oh
like,
yeah, you see
the
all of
energy
this.
going on?
Yeah, everyone can see all of this around you. Like there is nothing you have to be
We're
special to
literally
see
right
this.
up
Like
next
it's
to a mirror, so you
yeah.
see it double.
like it is very shiny. It is very disco. It is very, actually no, it is very Tron. It is very Tron.
Is
I
it
You
look-
get to see it from multiple angles because we're like next to a mirror as well.
Yup, a
I
copper
look
mirror.
over at the pastry vendor and be like, is this a normal occurrence?
He's
Or is it just these two weirdos?
Gunther is just in the window with a pan of like obviously freshly out of the oven, like loaves of bread, and he's just staring out the window in awe. Just no, no.
I'm
What?
glad this isn't a daily occurrence then. I feel like people might get too careless with what they do.
Would you like a cinnamon loaf?
I couldn't turn one down.
He throws you one from the pan and just starts walking away with the pan.
Thank you, sir.
Yup, yup.
So the real question
so-
is, can I wear my hat now?
Tulio and Kronk, what does this look
your
like
appendage will
color-wise
disappear
or
in that.
like style-wise?
What
I'll
was
let
that?
you add some flavor into this. Like what colors, what are the beams special, like vines or like shadows or like Katara water bending some shit? I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be a because I'm
Essentially weaving.
a druid.
So how do you want to interact with the magical energies that he's projecting?
So it would. I feel like it would be like a dark, viney kind of feel to it.
So I think, yeah, almost like black, dark tendrils start to emit from Tulio however he wants to project them. And they almost come up into a sphere of writhing tendrils. Not quite slimy, not really sticky, almost smooth like satin, kind of like your robe itself, I think. But
I
it's
really
dark.
need the new adventurers to appear like right now.
As you say that, you look over into the ocean and you do see a ship on the horizon.
Well, they will definitely see this shit.
How are you weaving this, Kronk? This big yarn of satin tendrils emitting out of Tulio.
So,
Remember that you can create whatever tool you need.
Thus, you can summon the right tool for the job. It is your choice to decide what that tool is and how you want to interact with it.
I feel like garden shears would be the perfect tool for this one.
Garden shears?
Some type of shear. Yeah. And then I'm going to carve out the bag around the mass.
I'm just gonna say that's probably not the right call here.
Alright. Then I'm not
You
gonna
probably
do that.
don't want to cut any of the strands per se. But I'm not gonna stop you. I'm just gonna say you have a bad
Yeah.
feeling about
He like
that.
brings up the shears and Tulio's just like maybe like a spinning wheel or something.
You know, that's a much better idea. I manifest a small spinning wheel. Drop it down like a ball of clay and then start molding it.
So you start. So I think you would summon a classic like foot pedal spinning wheel to where you start to pump it, the small wheel starts spinning and the bigger one starts to go, and you grab one of the strands and whip it into the smaller wheel, which threads into and starts to loop around, making a fine silk yarn that just starts to flow into Tulio's hat and almost weaving itself into the fibers itself.
You said
Making the
weaving, so think weaving tools.
I would have also accepted like needles, honestly, for like knitting needles or a hook or like anything to grab it and move it, really.
It's been a day, so my brain ain't all.
You're good.
This is why you have help in your enchantment process.
There.
Yeah.
This is why Tulio's here.
As it weaves itself into this pink, floppy hat, you see the flowers on top start to wilt and fall off as the pink turns almost to an iridescent pink and black from different angles, and depending on the light, it'll change.
That's good.
And you now have what you presume to be a hat of holding.
I'm gonna put it on my head.
He dies.
His head disappears.
Tulio, give me a flat roll.
Yep.
Oh yeah. His brain
Beat a
would
Flat roll is a
13.
Yeah, I've missed that by 10.
Ah.
That's a 3.
Damn.
You did.
No. Half of his body, though, does just, like, drop down. Or the hat drops down to, like, halfway of his body to where he just has, like, his flipper hands out. He can't really
would
move.
like- To pinch the top of it and pull it up.
He drops back out easily.
Alright, gonna figure out how to wear this thing.
Maybe tighten the securing strap to your head size.
It's my first time messing with it, okay?
You're
Messes
literally
with-
arguing with the voice inside your head.
Yep.
Which is on point for Tulio, especially at this point.
Yeah.
But I think as the whole hat thing happens, the new ship is docking, and the game playing hits, and that is what gets your attention. And Oog, I think the ship, as it docks, just barely blocks your vision as Tulio gets dropped, or the hat drops onto Tulio.
Oh no, I missed the best part, I feel like. Oh,
I'll
well, I guess
adjust
I'll get
the
up and go see if he's still alive.
Mm-hmm. when you get up and move around, you are able to like get a clear view pretty quickly. And yeah, you see Kronk pull him back out, and he adjusts the strap. Attempts
Kronk,
to put
drop
it
the
back
hat again.
on.
I want to see it go. I want to see him disappear again.
Kronk,
We'll
you
do
just hear
it when we get back up to the manor.
Fair point.
Because that was a neat trick.
it is
This-
now properly sized.
All right.
I let go of the top of the hat.
Perfect.
As you guys
Perfect.
are standing there and get the hat situated and perfect, and
I'm just shoving everything into my hat now.
you see like one more croissant out of nowhere. Just
Yep.
for funsie, I'll give you one more. He puts it in the hat. Tyler, would you like to introduce your character as he comes down the gangplank? Or how does
So-
he come down off the boat, I should say.
So if you're paying attention to the arrival of the new ship, what you're going to see is a faint green glow work its way from where you can kind of figure down into the crew hold is. Like a soft green glow comes up and just runs across the bottom of the railing. And then right before you'd think you'd come down the gangway, the light pops up and flitters over to the dock. And what you see is a fairy, a male fairy, dressed in dark, roughly used leather armor that is textured like the gnarliest old oak tree you've ever seen. Yeah. And just floats on the dock looking around.
How tall are you?
Let's find out. Because I think technically.
Because, like, I need
description.
more descriptors outside of armor and a male
Small.
fairy. Yeah, small size.
So this
2
male
inches,
fairy's
12
only about
inches.
no.
As
You're
a
kind of
Red
setting
Bull
the
can,
standard right now. I don't care
Red
what
Bull
size as long as
can,
it's
Monster
under a
can.
foot, honestly.
I'd say I'd say he's a solid
Like 6'2"?
14 inches tall. No.
14?
He's small, so I need to double check what small means. But I'm pretty sure small's like 4 foot and under.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that's correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Small
you're
creatures
right.
is 4 foot and under. So
Yeah.
he's 2.5 foot tall. Well,
What do
we'll
your
give him a
wings
little
look
hope.
like?
He's smaller than me.
So when y'all think of a normal fairy, you think either butterfly wings, dragonfly wings, or in the very rare cases, avian of various flavors of wings. But if you're paying attention, this fairy has 6 like fucked up wings. Like they look like 6 dragonfly wings, but there's something not quite right in the sheen. They're not healthy necessarily. And there's little chunks missing out of like each wing somewhere along it. There's a punch hole through the back of the wing, but he's still flying. So fairy shit. Guess what?
Thus, the
Yeah.
flight is more dependent on the Fey abilities rather than the actual wings.
Yeah. Across the small of his back, if you're paying attention, you'll see a small sickle. There might be a flute hanging off his left hip, or something that looks like a flute.
Flute or a pan flute, something like that. Maybe.
Small, appropriately sized backpack with his standard belongings.
Yeah, small bag.
but redheaded and he's gaunt. He's not. Either the trip over across the ocean didn't agree with him because
There's not a lot
failings
of
in
nature.
water
Yeah.
and not a lot of
You are a forest fae rather than an ocean fae.
yes. So either the environment didn't agree with him or he's not necessarily the healthiest individual. Normally, you can't really tell. But shockingly red hair, like full carrot top. But he's
Do you
got
have an afro?
scars. No. Pompadour.
Pompadour. Okay.
Yes, he has a pompadour. Just full Johnny Bravo, 70s Japanese biker. Pompadour.
I'm loving the vibe so far.
Okay.
And he's
Like
just-
what I'm seeing.
Do you
just
have
creeping up
shoes?
the dock.
Gronk and Oog would be the two paying attention. I was shoving shit into my hat.
Yeah.
Oddly, he's got one flip flop on. That's it.
Okay.
A single flippy flop. And it's looking rough.
So, for those paying attention, would definitely notice this character pretty immediately, as everyone else coming down the gameplay seems to be farmers, merchants, and pretty basic NPC civilian types. There's no fun dragonborns, there's no different races. They all seem to be human even, like, gross.
Yeah.
I like look into the mirror, see the people that are coming down. Hey, Gronk, there's a chance.
All right. So I stand up and I say, "Greetings, friends. Welcome to Cape Copper. I am the head priest of our savior, Seth."
Give me a performance check.
I'm not even gonna look over at him. I'm not.
Can I
acknowledging
use like
anything
a
he
little
says.
minor illusion to give him like little light rays coming from around his head as like
Yeah.
an assistance?
And I'll give that, like, yeah, as a help action, so add 4 to whatever you roll.
So
I'll
that'd
be
be 12.
nice. You get like 3 or 4 out of the 30 or 40 people just hustling off this ship because they've been at sea for a year. They're fucking done with it. They want sweet,
Ow.
sweet land, and they're
And
just
now they got a
seeing copper
Jehovah's Witness
everywhere.
right on shore.
Now, I
You aren't
might
really speaking up
also-
either, so like, yeah.
I'd like to speak up and say I might also like to mention that I am one of the town's administrators.
I hop
So
up
if
and
you
just
need
nose him.
questions, you can either come to me. I point over to Oog, and I point to
As soon as you
Tulio.
say you are a town administrator, every single head turns like seagulls seeing a pack of fresh fries on the beach and a
Tulio
steak
uses-
next to it.
Tulio uses this beautiful ability that I have not used before, but I'm going to meld into the shadows to cast invisibility and just blip. Since like as he's pointing to me, I just find a shadow and just.
Okay, hold on. I
If you
think I
cast
got-
invisibility and you're not interacting with anything, honestly, you can do it anywhere.
Before he says
Well, it's more-
administrator,
Or
I
more
do
for
nose
the
job him.
yeah.
This one's a racial trait.
I do
Oh,
nose
I
job
got you.
him.
So like if I stand really still in the shadows, it's like their vision is based on movement. If I stand really still, I'm actually invisible.
What was that, Oog?
So as he's doing this little speech, before he says, "As the towns," I just denozo hit the back of his head.
Oh, you're nowhere near me.
You guys were watching when I was walking up after you were playing with the hat.
I was
He
gonna
did
say
walk
he
up
would
to
have
us.
been, yeah,
Yeah.
he would have been a part of
Yeah.
the group at that point. He would have been in striking
Yeah,
distance.
I saw the boat show up. It blocked my view, so I started walking over.
So yeah, I think you get off. I am a town administrator, and then you get denozoed, and you get the entire.
And I am invisible.
entry parties.
I'm like taller than him though, so how would he?
And he's
can
a
jump.
frog. He's
I'm
a
a frog.
frog.
Yeah,
Alright, okay, yeah.
he can jump easily.
Do we not?
I'm not
Pretty
even
sure
gonna
he
have
has
him
a
do an
racial
athletics
ability to let
check.
him do a
It's
big
been
jump.
a day.
Yes, he does.
All right,
No.
yeah.
Kronk deserves that Denozo. Take 2 damage.
And I
Take
am
2 damage right
invisible.
now.
You are the only administrator that has announced yourself. I am no longer here. Commoner's
you are-
sight is based on
And
movement.
with
I will
that,
stand
okay,
still.
I want to use minor illusion to create like a smoke effect, so I
So-
disappear.
So you have little god rays, like light shafts coming off from behind your head. Then you smoke bomb. Give me an athletics check. Let's see if you can get away before the smoke dissipates or, the new townspeople rushes you as there's smoke and they're blocking the path. Take the athletics at
I'd like
disadvantage.
to then use gaseous form.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and take that with advantage then. I wanted the mob to get you, not gonna lie.
They still might.
I want to dodge out of the smoke cloud
Still
and,
have a chance. Okay, I'll see.
and I'm
Alright, that's
dodging
11.
away from the smoke.
Give me a athletics with advantage, Austin. And Connor, what was it?
11.
I got a 15 with with my athletics. Oh yeah, that 15 turns into, well, what is athletics? I'm just looking at dex.
Athletics is
Athletics is
strength
strength.
based.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oog.
It's the
Okay.
fourth skill down
Your athletics
on
is
the
plus
skill
4.
list.
oh, it's +4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kronk, you
19.
are not successful in getting away. You had to beat a DC of 17.
God damn it.
Oog, you got away successfully. You literally just did another little leap and went to the next terrace up, which is only 12 feet in the air.
Wait, I can't use gaseous form to get away from them?
You can, and they did take that with disadvantage. 2 of them crit.
Oh,
You would have been tackled and bagged in a bottle as a djinn, essentially, without any of the powers as a gaseous form. What happens if that gaseous form breaks while you're in a bottle, hun?
Squish.
I
Or a
die.
bottle goes inside you.
Oh.
And we don't have X-rays.
Ha-
I
Okay,
mean,
so
you
from-
could cast light beam really strong, but not strong enough to like kill him. Maybe if you roll well
No,
enough.
I'm not doing that.
That does not
But
sound
yes,
like a good idea.
you try to cast gaseous form, I'm gonna say, and right before you can finish the incantation, one of the new townspeople tackles you and goes, "Are you really a town administrator, or are you just shitting us? Cause what the fuck is going on?"
Yes, I'm actually a town administrator. And what do you mean by what the fuck is going on?
Looked
Oh,
like you were
the
just
fact
trying to get
that-
away after seeming like a god.
He's a disgrace, I say from
Well,
above.
Fuck
I am
you,
very
Luke.
ashamed of him, but
Fuck
I
you,
must
Luke.
not throw him away. I'm sorry. Please ignore him.
And who are you?
He's actually the mayor.
Until a new one
Who
is
are you
appointed.
then, Mr.
Just
God?
secretary. As
And
well
then-
as the preacher.
As
Give
I
me a
say,
flat roll, Kronk.
disgrace. He should be ashamed of himself for his antics. I just look
18.
down in disgust.
You needed a 19 to beat this individual.
Damn it!
He slaps you across the face.
I block it.
Is there an alley within sight?
You're already grappled, hun, and this is a non-damaging strike. It's too fast.
Damn.
No power, just too fast.
I look down on him. Take your punishment for fooling these new nice people.
Fuck you, Oog.
He releases you and starts to walk away, and the whole crowd just turns angrily and starts walking up the main path to the mayor's manor.
Now I
Oog,
must
I'm
go
gonna kick
soften
the
this out.
shit out of you.
Yes.
Tulio wiggles one finger. Don't ever implicate me as being part of anything that requires responsibility.
He's literally just like up against the wall in the one little shadow that's being cast by the mast, and he just blips in and then blips back in the exact same spot.
All right, that's fair.
Julio.
You don't take responsibility. That's a good point.
I read books.
Julio, would you
Alright.
mind taking notes on the new people?
Yeah, I'll do that.
I was about to say, I think as you say that, both of your little screens pop up with a new head count of Cape Copper.
Oh, look at that. New people.
You see 20 new farmers, 1 ex-con, and that would leave 13 merchants.
I'd like to highlight the ex-con as a person of concern, but not to take action on.
As you highlight it and notate it, you just see a name pop up. Daynor Bright Night. No other information outside of ex-con exiled to Canterbury. Same
Well, that's not
status as
very
you
helpful.
had, actually. And Kronk and Tulio, oddly enough. Not
That's
really
good.
Kronk. Kronk wasn't on your ledger,
they
but I
be-
think your memory is infilling that since he just went along with y'all from the beginning.
Would I be able to see where this person is on the map and be able to look up and guess which person it is?
You wouldn't. So the map doesn't necessarily show you names; it just shows you life form signatures. So you would just see
Can
a
I make-
big clustering at the docks right now, in the lowest.
Can
tier
I
of
make
the
an
city.
intelligence check as to who this would be? Because I have a pretty good inkling. Just in general.
Yes. I was about to say, there's a pretty
Not too
obvious
many
difference.
that are not- yeah.
Yeah. All kitted out to actually survive in the wild.
16.
Some of them actually Kronk would probably feel more at home with.
Yeah, it's like if it's merchants and farmers, then the ex-con would probably stick out like a sore thumb.
Tulio, I think you would recognize the last name Bright Night as a Fae name. And there's definitely only one Fae that just came in.
I just look at Oog after, like, it shows up that it's highlighted. I'm like, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if it. Did he leave? Is he still in front of us?
I
look
think he's
for the
still just
Fae.
on the dock, like, yeah, staring at things, inspecting the new environment. Yeah.
I just like nudge Oog. Pretty
Daynor.
sure that's him.
I'm heading up
Young
to the
sir,
mayor's
do
manor.
you have any plans currently?
She had to get her stuff. Daynor, what you doing?
Me?
Yes.
Well, I just got here, so I don't know what's there to do. What plans can I make?
So you
All
just see
plans.
this fairy float over to you with this dangling ass flip flop, rank ass old leather armor. How do you guys feel about this?
Well,
trying not to
it's a
eat him.
crackhead.
He looks delicious.
Well, you just asked what's there to do.
Well, that depends entirely upon you. Do you want to be stealing? Do you want to be working? Do you want to be adventuring? Or
Our
to
head
be-
of religion is starting a church.
Yes.
And then there's
yes,
religion.
I am.
I roll my eyes.
I mean, you are the government. There's a certain separation in church and state to a degree.
That's kind of why I'm rolling my eyes. I'm like, religion has its place in the temples. It's frowned upon to put them in with the state stuff, so I'm a little bit of a
Yeah,
shame.
that's back home, not here.
Yeah.
What?
Welcome to the new country, Oog.
Oh boy, here we go. Crusades, here we come.
It's only
Right.
for a little bit.
That's what they say every time.
Is that little bit 200 years?
So far, what's been mentioned to Daynor that he can do in this continent is crusade
Well,
and join the church.
And also the bar.
you can see if you fit in my friend Tulio's head.
That's probably not a good idea. I don't think I need to make an intelligence check to know that that's probably not a good idea.
I look over at him, I'm like, I wouldn't do that. I don't know what's in there, but I wouldn't do it.
There's a lot of stuff in there now, and last time I was in there, I couldn't really breathe all that well, so...
As I said.
Okay, but the
Kronk, give
secret
me
to a
an
bag of
intelligence
holding,
check.
if you turn it inside out, all the content loud.
Kronk, give me an intelligence, or no, give me a flat roll actually for this, because
Oh, this
you
is
were all
bad.
still telepathically connected. I hope you
It's in
know.
that one.
So yeah, literally, Oog, Tulio, as soon as he says that and you look at him like he's the dumbest thing you've seen the entire
You just
time
get
you've
dial
been here.
tone.
Literally what I was gonna say is you just hear do, 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 do. Just pure dial tone, nothing going on inside. Like, yeah, let's see if this works. And he just has the biggest smile on his face and like so excited about it.
I'm just gonna pat him on the shoulder. Let's get you some breakfast, Bia.
It has been a long morning. Day.
Ditto.
Fucking week.
I look over at our new arrival. Would you like to join us for some breakfast beer?
There's 2 taverns in town that I know of.
It's 3
There's the
o'clock in
Dragon's
the
Tongue.
evening.
Breakfast beer. There's the Dragon's Tongue, and then there's the other one. Yeah, hold on. It's the something trial, I think.
There's the Spitfire Grill, which is where
Yep, that.
the Imp's Trial is, or the
Yep.
Dragon Tongue's Bar.
We should go to the one with the Imp's Trial and see if this guy can do it.
That is the Spitfire Grill.
Yeah, that one.
The original
Spitfire
place
Grill.
someone met a certain someone.
Yeah.
Ooh la la.
They're gonna bring back some memories. Let's go get some beer.
Well, I was more just thinking we could see if this new guy like has any skills by making him do the Imp's Trial.
Oh well.
Because
yeah.
like we are kind of down a person.
We could use another one. Hey bud, if you can.
How
do
good
the
are you at
Imp's
collecting wood?
trial-
I'm just gonna keep on walking off without them as they keep pestering this new person.
Alright, so I'm gonna start walking with Tulio and Bright Knight to
Yeah, but no, in all seriousness, how good are you at collecting wood?
I'm 2.5 foot tall flying fucking fairy.
And I can't pick up shit, but I can gather wood, so like, what's your proficiency level at wood gathering?
Tulio. Do you honestly think this motherfucker can pick up anything other than sticks?
Sticks is wood.
What's the wood for?
Money.
What's the game? What's the tassel?
No, it's just a job. It's just a job. Some people in town want wood. We give it to them. We get money.
Some of the jobs were requests for firewood, some of them were for construction wood.
We're trying to make some money right now.
I look back at the three. Oh, we need to find a wood mill. And continue on my way.
Where's
Do you do construction? Like, what is it that you do?
You could say I'm an undertaker. A creative undertaker. And a bit of an artist, honestly. In my personal opinion, I think I'm pretty good, but
This motherfucker is the one we've been looking for.
I just reach into my hat, like dig around, like grab the ledger book because bags of holding are lit.
Yeah.
And I just look to see if there's anything about having a fucking cemetery or any sort of like official place to bury the dead in Cape Copper.
As you make that request to your book, you just notice that there is a footnote that just says Pike and Perp will take care of the dead.
Okay. So I think we have some undertakers. I could put you in contact with them. Maybe you could work some deal out with them. If that's sort of what you do. As an artist, I think you're sort of on your own. You can like set up a little shop down here on the pier and maybe someone will throw some gold at you. Do you fight? Like, can you keep yourself alive? It says in my book, and I just like fucking dangle it in front of him, ex-con. So what do you do?
well, like I said, I'm a bit of a creative undertaker and an artist, and I sometimes the local governments don't appreciate my art because I work with the materials I got. So
It sounds like he does weird shit with dead bodies.
Just don't put it on the public streets.
Now,
Well, right
what
now
kind
we're
of
the
weird-
local
like, are we
government,
talking
so
reanimating dead shit, or just like to be like pervy with dead bodies?
I go back to the group. Don't make me make new rules.
don't make it rude.
Well, it's gonna get weird because we know what you do.
Kronk? No. My bad.
Kind of hard to kill. I will say I'm kind of sheltered.
Actually, Daynor, you have a sketch of your last creation in your pocket if you'd like to share it with the class, and I'll let you decide what that is to show them it's not anything weird.
Go
like
ahead, I
Julio
can't
just
wait
said,
to
we're
see
the
this.
local government. So yeah, we're kind of the local government. So like, if the local government usually has an issue with you, if we have no issue, you're fine. So like, just run it by us. What once again, what do you do?
Well,
Julio, give me a perception check.
Who?
And Oog. Oog and Tulio.
Okay.
Fake real. T-Kronk.
Perception?
Perception.
Not 20 for 23.
You've definitely encountered individuals of this nature. I will send you what you know.
Thank you. Sorry, I took a shot and it went slightly down the wrong pipe.
It
Fucking
happens.
hell. Nat 20, and I got a multiplier of 14.
Is this from him showing us his last creation, or?
No, this is just the overall vibe you get. You've
So,
definitely dealt
34.
with his kind before, and you can just peg them.
Okay.
Oog.
Yeah, I got a 34.
Yeah, plus 14, and you have expertise, so you take advantage, so you can roll again. What does expertise give again?
What is expertise? It's double your proficiency.
Okay, so yeah, you can roll twice and then double it, and then take your 14.
Yeah, 'cause
Another nat
proficiency-
20.
So you got 40, 54.
Uh,
I will send you what you know. Actually,
Okay.
you can just look at his sheet and fucking look at it all, and you know his stats, like everything. With a fucking 54, like what else can I do?
so if you look in chat,
I can read him.
you watch me reach over my
You
shoulder.
literally pull up his character sheet as the mayor and can see his whole stat. What the fuck is that?
You see me reach over my shoulder and pull out a rolled up thing. This is my latest creation. It's kind of down here. No one wanted to clean the sewers, so like I said, I'm an artist. I figured this could fit in all the pipes, clean them all out, get the rat, and no one would miss it. And if it broke, it broke. No big deal. I could reassess my design, but then one of the 5 guys that actually does clean out the pocket, so found it, and it might have mistaken him as a pest. So there was the whole thing, an investigation. They traced the magic signature. It was all there, but end result is I'm here. They fired me, and yeah,
Well,
this was my sewer cleaner because no one wanted to do the damn job. So I thought I'd be a good civil servant, and that's the thing.
You were
we could
overachieving.
definitely use something like that.
I liked creativity, but there's a high risk I am hearing.
With the
No, it was more of
Hey, ooh,
I was a little too broad with my instructions, I think. Like, I needed... it's a new thing. Like I said, I'm an artist. I try new things. And there was a little tinkering. It was fun. It was just one guy. Who cares? I got a fucking ass in the ground anyway. I don't see what the problem is. No one liked him. He fucking working in the sewers.
so I'd like to pull Tulia and Oog to the side real quick and say, hey, y'all remember that bounty we got on us? I see an easy way for us to get out of this.
Can I roll perception to catch what he's saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Can I roll
I'd say,
to see if I beat that?
I mean, you didn't specify how far, so I assume you go like 5 feet away and like go into a little huddle.
And just like whisper, yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I would
But
say
yeah, let's-
he's a fae.
yeah.
So,
Oh, fuck. Faye.
yeah, he's a fae. He's a fairy.
God, I did ask you a question in response to like what you had sent me. Would my
Oh.
role let me know that?
My bad, I didn't see that.
You're good. That's why I was bringing it up. I figured.
How do I find what he
Um,
sent me?
Okay.
And
For
No one
what you
understands
rolled,
me.
you would know that.
No one understands me.
So, do.
So like, Kronk says this, and I just like lean up from out of the huddle, turn around. So like, how'd you make it move? It doesn't look alive, so how'd you make it move? Like that bit right there points at the picture. I'm pretty sure that's dead.
it started then. When I was done with it, could... I may... So, you see the skull right there?
Mm-hmm.
There may... possibly... be a piece of soul that I use for functionality in storage space.
Oh, you can catch souls. That's a good handy trick.
Oh, kind of. Yeah. Yeah. I'll take it. Yeah.
Catch
So
or
wait,
lure.
where did you get like? So to make it work, where did you get your bit of flesh and bone dust? Because I recently just got my bone dust.
Did you predict the fact I was the city's coroner? And
I look at
burial guy.
Julio. You need to have breakfast. You're not thinking very good.
Yeah, no, I'm just like I'm just trying to put together all.
Man. Even the bum who died that no one knew his name. Like I had to go get his ass. And
So
put him
for
in the ground.
making a sewer
And-
cleaner, you were labeled a convict and banished.
Work on your hearing. What, dude? It was in the story. I don't need to keep going back over it because I'm gonna creep out everyone else on the boat. They think I was a gardener.
Oh, you were kind of.
You might need to work on your vibe to pass off
We're not
gardener.
gonna talk about what kind of gardener I was, but I did have the nicest graveyard. Like, I wanted the families to feel welcome, so I did do a little on the side, like, hobby, beautiful. But I thought it was a gardener.
I like this one. He's creative.
Plus, I'm a fucking fairy. What else am I going to? Look at me.
So, Maya, you want me to find out if he's legit or not?
I feel like you're gonna fumble that right now, so I think you need to take a short rest, and we need to go eat something first. And then
No, it's actually not possible for me to fumble this.
I mean, I'm not gonna stop you
Do it.
All right.
Nice
as long as
sneaky
it's not gonna
cast
hurt
my
him
sliver under my breath on Tulio.
or be rude. Don't be rude.
For no damage, I just want the negative effect. I want no damage, but I want to do the negative D4 to whatever he has to roll for whatever he's about to do to me.
Oh, I don't have to roll anything to do what I'm about to do to you. So you could definitely add a D4 to it.
You can do
So
what
yes,
you want to do.
Tulio, for the next thing you have to do, it has a negative D4 to whatever you roll.
All right. Yeah, I'm not super worried about that. I was just going to use what's it called? The thing, detect thoughts. Which detect thoughts has a beautiful thing. I need to fucking find it in my spells real quick. Give me 1 second.
I kind of want to look at that one. Read that description.
Detect thoughts. There it is. For the duration, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures when you cast the spell as your action on each turn until the spell ends. You can focus your mind on any one creature that you can see within 30 feet of you. If the creature you choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower or doesn't speak any languages, the creature is unaffected. You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature. What is most on the mind of this at this moment? As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind. If you probe deeper, the targets must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into the reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries over, loves, or hates. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows that you are probing into its mind, and unless you shift your attention to another creature's thoughts, the creature can use its action on its turn to make an intelligence check contested by your intelligence check. If it succeeds, the spell ends.
So yeah, I don't really have to roll much.
Yeah, no. Not unless he starts
I just pull out a
probing
little
deeper.
piece of copper and like twirl it around my finger. I'd be like, so like, really, why did you get banished from the mainland? And I want to cast Detect Thoughts while I ask him that question.
So yeah, what's your surface thoughts in that moment?
The disappointment. So all you see in your head is a scene of just blood smeared on a dank, nasty but brick tunnel. Just blood smears all over the place. And then you see some little Thunderman looking thing walking away. And what you presume is my hand, because the sleeve looks right for the outfit I'm wearing, just holding up a human skull by its hair, looking at it like, God damn it, Humphrey.
Pretty sure he's telling the truth, actually.
Come now, I'm still hungry.
Yeah, okay. M's trial. Place, yeah. I'll remember it after I've stopped drinking.
The Spitfire Ford. Or, no, god damn it.
Tulio remembers, his player does not right now because he's been drinking.
Okay. I'm struggling right now, so I think we will end it there with you guys making it to the...
Spitfire Forge.
No, that's not what it is.
Nope.
I said god damn it, and the reaction of me calling it wrong that time. It wasn't to you. I apologize if that seemed attackative. It's the grill.
Yeah,
Dragon's-
Spitfire Grill.
Spitfire Grill, or is it the
I
Dragon?
think it is
Yes.
Spitfire Grill. I
Yeah.
think Spitfire was correct. You put Forge on it, but it is
Yeah.
Grill.
Yeah. But yes, we will end off with presumably Daynor going with them.
Yeah, I'll follow along because I said the grill, and I'm hungry because got off the damn ship.
Oh, you are
Yeah.
also aware I read your mind.
Yeah.
That was part of the spell's
I am-
description.
I know, I just got my brain poked at, so
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
not.
I also was not subtle about asking Oog if you wanted me to confirm your story.
True.
And I did say as long as you're not rude about it.
And I did not probe deeper.
He didn't probe you, bro.
I just sort of went, I asked you a question, read your initial thoughts, and went, yeah, he's telling the truth.
Yeah. If anything, you just got legitimacy with what you can assume is the government.
Yep. The government now accepts you, said you're not lying.
You will be one with us.
To be fair, I could actually do something really funny. If you'll let me retroactively cast a cantrip, like during the Detect Thoughts, I can literally put his little memory on a little strand and like show it to the others.
You have a few seconds. Do it before the clack.
Yep. Cast and code thoughts while I'm doing the Detect Thoughts, so I now have his little memory that he described on a little encoded ribbon, so I can just slap it onto Kronk and Oog. He's telling the truth. Bam. Bam.
What
Now
do you
let's go
keep
get
it
drunk.
What's that?
On? Is it kept? Is the memory kept on like a parchment, or like what was that? Sorry?
No, it makes a little arcane, like, ribbon. I envision it as a 2000 snap bracelet.
Okay, I'll accept it. Sounds good.
Hey.
You've
Shit.
now been accepted by the
Snap.
government. Welcome.
Government
Ooh.
acceptance.